Former heavyweight contender Eddie Chambers entered the conversation with a word of caution for those doubting Gervonta Davis. He reminded fans that in boxing, size doesn't always determine the outcome. History, he said, is full of smaller fighters defeating bigger opponents through superior skill and strategy. Chambers argued that Jake Paul's physical edge means little compared to Davis's speed, technique, and ring IQ, while acknowledging Jake's progress. He emphasized that Paul still lacks the experience to cope with a world-class fighter like Gervonta. Underestimating Tank, Chambers warned, would be a major mistake, not only because of his power, but because of his discipline and tactical mindset. His remarks brought perspective to the debate, urging fans to value skill over spectacle. And despite all the hype surrounding the event, insiders say Davis is fully focused. Those who've seen his training describe him as sharp, composed, and determined. For Davis, this fight goes beyond money. It's about pride, respect, and opportunity. A win over Jake Paul could boost his mainstream profile and expand his audience, proving that he can achieve commercial success without compromising competition. Ultimately, Tank's preparation shows a fighter determined to define his own narrative, not be defined by the noise around him.
Press conference, and you can just look at him and tell, like, no, this dude he's going to get this money for sure because there's so much money out there to be had. But Jake Paul better be not playing around, man. Not get cute, not play any games. Don't hit him in the back of the head. Don't rabbit punch him. Don't do any of that stuff, man, because Mike Tyson. First of all, Mike Tyson, a lot of people think Mike Tyson was pulling punches on Jake Paul, and a lot of people think that Anderson Silva was pulling punches on him too. You're not going to have a little Gervonta out there pulling punches on you, man, if you're out there playing games. So, I don't like the fight at all. However, as far as it being an entertaining situation, I almost guarantee you that fight itself is going to be entertaining. That it's going to be something that you look at and you're going to say, man, everybody's going to watch it. Everybody's going to want to know what happens in it. But at the same time, it's kind of like what people think, when you see a car crash, like you're driving down the road and all of a sudden the traffic gets heavy and you're like, man, I'm going to be in traffic for a long time. And then you drive forward a little bit and then you see, oh man, this is some accident on the other side of the road and everybody just slowing down to watch. That's the type of entertainment that you can expect from this fight between Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul. There's going to be a lot of people watching it, but I got to say, man, you really can't blame the guy on what he's doing. And there's a lot of criticism flying on Gervonta Davis. It's not Gervonta Davis's fault that boxing took this turn. That this turn of these exhibition fights and people not caring about the belts and all of that stuff came with Floyd Mayweather Jr., man.
Former world champion Timothy Bradley has also shared his thoughts, expressing strong confidence in Gervonta Davis. Bradley described the matchup as an easy payday for Tank, arguing that Davis's elite experience and refined skill set make Jake Paul's challenge appear insignificant in comparison. He noted that Davis has battled and beaten top-tier opponents, while Jake's resume includes only a few professional bouts. Although Bradley acknowledged Paul's hard work and dedication, he emphasized that the experience gap is simply too vast to overlook. According to him, Davis's speed, defense, and precise timing will expose Jake's flaws within a few rounds. Bradley warned that the only real danger for Davis lies in underestimating his opponent. As long as he stays focused, a dominant performance is almost certain. Beyond individual predictions, Bradley highlighted a deeper meaning behind the event. He suggested that this fight reflects a turning point in modern boxing, a blend of tradition and showmanship, where the boundaries between sport and entertainment continue to blur. The clash between Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul, he said, perfectly captures that shift, a collision of pure athletic mastery and the power of modern celebrity.
Contract, yeah. You prove your innocence and say that it ain't fixed. Because check this out, Tank ain't gonna lose this fight. Hell no. Hell no. Tank ain't losing this fight. Too many holes. Man, Jake don't have enough experience. Yeah, man, this gonna be taking candy from a baby. Jake is missing the rules. See, this is what happened when you don't grow up in the game. When you don't grow up in the game, man, at a young age, this is what happens. You start reading your own press clippings. That's what Jake is doing. fighting this lower level competition, and now he think he the ish. Now he think he the man. He ain't the man. You kidding me? He is not the man. Oh no. Yeah. False sense of security. Now he trying to pick on small folks, right? And I don't mean that in a bad way. Yeah, I'm just saying size-wise. Yeah, that's another thing, boxing one-on-one. You can't pay attention to size.
For boxing purists, it's unsettling. But for marketers, it's pure genius. Regardless of opinion, the event has already accomplished what the sport often struggles to do: capture the world's full attention. Fighters like Gervonta Davis are adapting to this new era, finding ways to balance authenticity with entertainment. Love it or hate it, this matchup shows that boxing isn't fading away. It's evolving, redefining what it means to be both a sport and a spectacle.
The heart right in that damn dog. It ain't the size of the damn dog, and I told y'all that, man. Yeah, it's the same thing here. And it's about the smartest dog. Tank too smart for him. Tank got too much boxing IQ for Jake, man. This gonna be easy. Easy. Like I said, man, Tank, please, man. Don't do this to boxing, bro. If there's anything, man, shoot, man, we can put together some kind of account for you, a GoFundMe account or whatever, bro. And we can, all your fans can give you $1, bro, so that way you don't be blowing this fight. It's easy, bro. This sparring section. Look, I'm so confused. I don't know what the hell to call this. The circus? Just call it a circus. Yeah, just call it a damn circus. Because, one minute they said, oh, this is the fight.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.
That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Movie Camera Sparkles. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Oncoming Fist Fire.